Hello, Scoot friends. It is a beautiful day in January in Chicago. This is going to be a fun episode today. Let's get scooting. I've got Scootlady in sport mode for today's ride. So we're going to be cruising at 18 miles per hour. So I said we have an interesting episode today. It's a three-parter. If you're here for the scoot, stick with me. We're gonna ride through the streets. Currently we are in the Portage Park neighborhood. We might end up in Dunning or up in Jefferson Park neighborhood community. We'll see how it goes. But if you're here for the bushcrafting, fire starting fire kit bit, go ahead and skip forward now. I've got everything chaptered for you to make it easy. And if you're here for the torture bit, the buldak 2-time spicy noodle challenge, well, fast forward even more to that bit, and you can watch me be tortured by hot spicy noodles. Do I complete the challenge? You have to go watch. We've had some incredibly cold and icy weather lately. You know, it's winter in Chicago. It's supposed to be cold. But we're right in the middle of a little warm weather break. We're above freezing. And if you're from Chicago or live in Chicago, you take advantage of these days and you feel like it's spring. I'll probably get out and play disc golf. I did do that a couple days ago, though, when it was in the 30s. We're going to take a right-hand turn on Narragansett, go northbound, catch the bike lane that's here. This episode is really about community. On YouTube, you are encouraged to develop a community. And just like everywhere in your life, community is really important. And well, with the things going on in my country right now, I need all the positive community I can get. So when Owen, aka Life's a Hobby on YouTube, I've mentioned him before, challenged me to do the buldak noodles spicy challenge, I foolishly accepted. I said foolishly because I don't do well with hot stuff. Spice is not my thing. I enjoy some spice, but super spicy, oh man. So I'm pretty nervous about my upcoming noodle eating. Life's a Hobby was originally challenged to do this by Bushcraft. So I don't know if I'm going to end up hating him after this episode as much as I might potentially be hating Owen. There are other bushcrafters who have participated in this challenge, and I'll talk about them a little bit later when we're at that point. We are going to take a right-hand turn and head eastbound on Montrose Avenue. During the other part of the video that I mentioned, I'm going to talk a little bit about fire starting and fire gear, and the gear I'm going to use, and camping gear, I guess. I mean, bushcrafters, they like to start fires, they like kit, they like gear. I do too. I like to camp, I like fires. And so, second part of this, you get to watch and see, can I get a little gasifier twig stove lit in order to do this noodle challenge and boil some water? I spent almost all day yesterday out on my scooter because it was a nice day then too. I didn't film any of it though because I love to scoot without the camera too. And I use it as my primary form of transportation when I'm getting around the city. If you watched last week's scoot, you could see me driving around. I get stuck in some rush hour traffic when I'm going to and from my tattoo appointment. And oh, that tattoo is so sweet. So check it out. Not the point of this, but I guess this is community in a different way. Hagen's Fish Market over here to the right. They've been around forever in Chicago, and they are amazing. You can even bring your own fish or chickens or turkeys and things to be smoked there, and they'll do it for you. I'm a particular fan of their fish sandwich. Just gonna go ahead and take the lane a bit here with all these big giant trucks. We're in sport mode. There is some traffic behind me, but so far everybody's been super respectful on Montrose here. It's all that high vis gear. I'm telling you, it really makes a difference. I just keep thinking about having to eat spicy noodles, and are you good with spicy stuff? Like, do you like spice? Oh, time to pull over. I'd hoped to be able to take all of the equipment somewhere and do this challenge somewhere else in Chicago other than my house, but there are fire laws about open flames and things. Hey, let's take a right-hand turn here and start going southeast on Milwaukee Avenue. You know I love me Milwaukee. At least I've got a Shero here. Bike lane shows up eventually. All right, let's get back to that community talk for a second. I've made some really great friends on YouTube over the platforms from around the world, and they're fantastic. I'm going to mention some of those bushcrafters later, but hold on, stop and go ahead. Yeah, I'm going to talk about those bushcrafters later. But, you know, Paul the hiking hermit, thank you so much for your support. Anita, Blended Travels, thank you. I'm sure I'm going to forget people here, and I'm so sorry if I do. The Epic Adventure couple down in Florida.
Chris Bentley, Walking and Rambling. Kenzo, The Laughing Lion channel. Ike, That Place.
It's all part of trying to make yourself some YouTube friends.
I can't forget Neil at Fighting Track Lacrosse.
I tried to make friends in the scooter community. It just didn't work. There are a couple of them out there, I think, but I actually got banned. I got banned from a scooter group on Facebook for posting a gear video and asking what other people ride in the winter. I'm gonna make use of my walk signals here. They banned and blocked me from the group. But I have a lot of interests, and I like to watch YouTube. Like, I consume YouTube as entertainment. And so one of the things I enjoy is camping and bushcrafting and things like that, which might seem weird for a big city lady like myself. I think it's good to have a lot of interests. And so I've made some bushcrafting friends. And they did this challenge. And so I'm gonna do this challenge. They're a fun bunch of guys. I do want to say thank you to my scooting community, to my scoot friends, to all of you that come and hang out with me every week. It means a lot to me. We're small, but we're a little growing community. So, to all the new scoot friends, welcome! To all the, I don't want to call you old scoot friends, that sounds bad. To all the scoot friends who've been with me for a while, thank you, thank you, thank you. And so with that, I'm going to wave my magic wand, and we're going to find ourselves in my backyard, looking at a little bit of gear and kit, and torturing myself with noodles. Thanks for scooting with me. See you in the next bit. So, in order for me to do this challenge, I had wanted to do it somewhere in the city, but there's a lot of open flame laws, and so here I am in my little backyard, getting ready to do this challenge that I am not very excited about, because I don't do hot stuff very well. But before we do that, because this is a challenge from my UK bushcrafters campers, let's talk a little bit of the kit that I'm going to use to do this noodle challenge. Okay, well, it is 37 degrees Fahrenheit or 3 degrees Celsius right now here in Chicago. Temps are rising, but this is the time when I had to do it, so I'm going to film this when it's a little bit colder. Let's unpack everything, see what we need here. So, first off, showing you what we've got. This right here, this is our fire bag that we use at home when we are starting fires in the backyard, anything like that. So it's got in it things like heat gloves, a knife for shaving fat wood, in case I need to cut any branches or anything like that. We've got our silky gomboy in here, but I've already got my bucket of twigs ready to go. So yeah, probably the other couple little fire starter things in here, a lighter, just in case you need a lighter. So that's our home kit. I've also got with us our camping fire kit, and I'm going to use a little bit of the stuff from in here. While I would love to use this fire starter. It's a lighter fire starter. It's just one of my favorite ones that Mr. Scootlady and I have made together. So we used old egg cartons and we folded them in, and I think there's I believe so this is one of my favorite fire starters that we have ever made, and I want to use it, but it's a lighter starter, and I'm going to try and actually start this with a flint. This one is old egg cartons, and we tucked them in with dryer lint on the inside and then folded them, tied them with twine, and then dipped them in wax. But it's not really practical to use here, so today instead I'm going to end up using, there's some of the fat wood that's already ready to go because no one wants to watch me shave fat wood. But I am going to use one of these. And what this is this is just a 100% cotton makeup remover, and it has been dipped in wax, and I'll break it up a little bit and rough up the edges and put it down in there, and it should help get the fire started. And you might ask, how are we going to do the fire back here? Well, I've got a fireplace and I've got grills and things like that I could have used, but I thought, hey, again, this is camp gear time, so let's go ahead and show some of the camp gear. This bag right here was made by Mr. Scootlady using an old jeans pant leg, and was made specifically to fit what is currently in here. So I got a little cup. I use this probably for portioning the water when I need it for cooking here in a minute. That's got a smaller bag, also made by him, that tucks in on the inside. And this is just things like in case I need a hot chocolate or a hot apple cider. And very, very importantly, anytime you're working with fire, we have a first aid kit. Got some more fat wood in here, some other pocket knives, you know, that kind of good stuff in there. I'm not sure I actually need anything from it for this though. And then down here, we have our we have our billy pot. Well used, well loved, many camps. Also in here is a little aluminum screen as a firewall in case needed. Hopefully I won't. Wind is supposed to come later today. And then inside of our billy pot, we have nestled in here the little gasifier stove I'm going to use in the backyard today. So, going to boil our water in here on this little twig stove. So, here's our twig stove. Go ahead and pull it apart. It's the tray I'm going to start the fire on. That rests right there. And in order to hold our billy pot, a little topper rack. And this is the little gasifier that I'm going to do this on today. And nobody wants to see me fill this with twigs. That would be very boring. So I'll get that taken care of off camera here in a minute. But if you take a look at the inside, I'm just gonna put twigs all the way in here. Gonna start the fire on this little tray, then I'll put this on top and it'll catch the twigs from below. All right, well, let's get those twigs in here, huh? And for all my bushcrafters out there who are out there building their own benches, yeah, I'm looking at you, Sticks Outdoors, Bosun Dan, Bushcraft. You too, life's a hobby. And while we're talking about community, let's also give a shout out to Mick over at Hampshire Outdoor Survival. He also sews his own bags like this, hand makes them, or has done this craft. In fact, did it once on one of his live streams. So, you know, check him out too. I did not build this bench, this table that you see here that I'm going to be using today, but Mr. Scoot Lady's father did, and so I thought it would be an appropriate thing. We lost him a couple years back, and we still miss him, and it's always nice to have this here as a reminder. And I bet he would be really excited to know I was using it for this. So sorry, a little emotional. Not the neatest job in the world, but you get the picture. All full of twigs. Let's see if I can get this lit. To use the cotton pad, I need to sort of snap it, give it some rough edges so that it will catch flame. Okay, so what we've got here is our setup with the wax pad and some fat wood. And yeah, this might be a little bit of overkill, but I just wanted to do it anyway. I am going to attempt to light this without a lighter. Let's see how it goes. So I've got a ferro rod here, and I'm going to be using, you know, the back edge of the knife. There's no reason to pull the knife out because it actually gives me a good 45-degree angle to strike with when it is left close. It's got a really nice sharp edge for doing that too. Wish me luck and that I don't burn my house down. Well, I'm getting good strikes. It's not catching, so I'm going to see if I can get some finer bits of fat wood on there to catch it. It's a little fresher. Smells nice and piney. So here's hoping. There we go. Come on, come on. Come on, catch, 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 catch. Keep going. Come on, there you go. There you go. There you go. Come on, little fire. Come on. Come on. Come on, little friend. Let's get you on. Get in here. There we go. Woohoo! A couple more strikes than I'd hoped, but okay, if you haven't liked this video yet, you really should like this video because I didn't use a lighter. traffic, birds chirping, a tiny little fire in the works. Pretty good day. Let's get some other things ready to go. Maybe you saw the True Kimchi bag in the background. This past weekend, I got to surprise my best friend in Fort Wayne, Indiana at this Korean grocery store, and then we went and had some food. It's a smoky little fire I got going there. This is what this challenge is about. Yep. Eating spicy food and watching me cry. I don't do well with spicy, so here we are. We got the buldak 2x spicy chicken ramen flavor. I believe this challenge originated from Benny Bushcraft, who passed it on to some of the guys I know, and it's been passed on to me. So I'm going to boil up some water and eat some noodles. Catch you in a bit when this is a little calmed down and I got the water going. Alright, let's go ahead and put this on there. You like the way I have these heat gloves, but then I didn't actually use them for anything. Maybe I will now though, because I'm not sure that's flat. Alright, I've got a really good flame going, so let's go ahead. Let's get some water in our billy pot. Probably entirely too much water, but wanted to make sure there was enough. I think there's a saying somewhere about a watched pot never boils, so maybe we won't watch the pot. I'll get myself set up for this next bit here. Alright, are we boiling yet? Close. Little bubbles. Soon. Soon the torture will begin. Okay, I believe our water is at the boil. Peel this back. Filled to the line. We're good. Maybe pull out a little extra water for me because I want some hot water. Does hot water help with spice? Probably not. And I probably shouldn't have just reloaded the twig stove again, considering I'm done boiling. Time to drain the noodles. The rest of the guys that did this did it with the other wrapped packaging for this noodle, but it's the same one and I didn't want to buy 6 of them. So nervous about this. So nervous. There's the sauce. Here comes the chili flake. Oh, looks like sesame. Or not sesame. Well, yeah, sesame and seaweed in there. The wind is blowing towards me, but it has calmed down for a second. So, oh, there's it. There's that spice everyone's been talking about. Whew. Chopsticks really are the best tool for tossing ramen noodles. I hope I got that all on camera. Time to eat. Here goes nothing. Make sure I have something to drink, just in case. I don't want to do this. I really, really don't want to do this. And I'm just going to eat like a crazy person with giant mouthfuls. Okay, that's really way spicier than I wanted it to be. Like way, way, way spicier. Oh, Jesus. I don't know if I'm gonna finish this. I'm trying to figure out. Do I have something to prove here? Excuse me. Coughing was the wrong idea. Oh my goodness. Yeah. I don't care. I don't have anything to prove. I did it. I ate half the noodles. There's some left. I'm not doing it. If I'm a big disappointment to you guys, so be it. Oh my God. No. No, just no. Oh my God. I hate you, Owen. I hate you, life's a hobby. And I guess by the transitive property, I hate you too, Benny Bushcraft. Sorry, man, we're not close. Can I do one more bite? And I do one more big bite. Oh my God. You get one more. Oh no, that was a mistake. Oh, why? Oh, why? 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 Yeah, I came prepared with tissues. As much as I'm sure you would love to see me with snot dribbling down my face. Oh my God. Okay. All right. Don't touch the eyes. Is it coming out my nose? Feels like it. All right. I guess I'm just not as tough as you guys. I'm tapping out. I just... But this was fun. Thanks for something different. I hope you guys enjoyed this. And I'll see you next week. Oh my gosh. I'll see you next week. Same Scoot time, same Scoot channel. And come on, give me a like for doing this to myself, even though I failed at the noodles, but I didn't fail at lighting the fire with a flint, with, you know, whatever that was. All right, thanks again, Scoot friends. See you next week. Have a fantastic day. Why? 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 I figured I should probably show you what was left over. That's what I left. Couldn't finish that much. It was so hot. Well, whatever. I am back in my house. My mouth is on fire still. And I don't know if you can see, but those hands are shaking. Whew.